I am Scott Thompson. Welcome to another video tutorial. We will be looking at our week 3 material. We will be working our honors material, our A-Day, tonight. Okay. Go ahead and we will start by bowing in. Then we will do our warm-up, our stretch, and then we will go through our class material. Now, that's me. Show you. Saryut, TNA. Tenets of Taekwondo, again. Courtesy, humility, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. Okay, first thing we're going to look at for our warm-up will be the outer forearm block reverse punch combination that we see in THOMPSON. So everybody go ahead and put your right leg out in front. Okay, we're going to chamber our right hand underneath. This is going to be our blocking hand. It's going to come through and block. We're going to go ahead, our left is going to throw that reverse punch. So we're going to chamber. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go and switch feet. Put that left foot in front. We'll be blocking with our left hand, striking with our right. So tuck that left hand underneath. It's going to be our blocking hand. And our forearm block, reverse punch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Second thing we were going to look at is going to be the formal Backfist Strike. And we're doing this with a step, like we see in THOMPSON. So we will start with our left leg in front. Our right hand is going to be chambered on top, nice tight fist, fingers tight together, thumb tucked on top. We're going to step through with our right foot and strike. Okay. Go ahead and keep that about head high. So left leg in front, okay. Chamber our right hand on top, step through and go. Go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead. Switch feet. Okay. We're striking with our right hand, so we're going to start left foot in front. We're going to step forward with our right foot and back fist. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Last thing we're going to look at in our warm-up is going to be the wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch combination. You see this in the next section of THOMPSON that we'll be looking at this evening. Go ahead and demonstrate that. We're going to go ahead and start with our right foot in front. Okay. We're going to start with our hands at our hips. I'm assuming you guys have not seen the wedging block before. You're going to take your hands, you're going to start here. You go up into a cross position, cross your hands, and then roll them out. Okay. That's our wedging block from here to here. So we're going to start, right foot in front, wedging block. We're going to step through and do a front snap kick, down, lunge punch, reverse punch. So right leg out in front, wedging block, snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Let's go and switch feet. Left leg in front. Same thing on this side. Hands on our hips. Gonna come up, roll out, front snap kick, down, lunge punch, reverse punch. Let's look at that one more time. Hands into your hips. Wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Okay, we're going to do a quick stretch, then we will begin our lesson. Go up and over to your right. And switch sides. Okay. Hands on your hips. Gently over backwards. Reach towards the ceiling. And down toward the floor. Take our left arm over, push in with the back of our right. And switch. Actually, before that, let's just do some long reaches across our body. I like that stretch. Just long reaches. Good stretch at the end. About an angle towards the ceiling. Good. Link your fingers. Palms out of the way. Push up. Ready? Great. Okay, the first thing we're going to look at is going to be the first couple of sections of THOMPSON, naming the techniques. Okay, and we're still, this is only week 3, so we're still just learning the names of the techniques. We're not memorizing the pattern. Now what you guys will notice on camera is this is not the direction you're normally watching me while I'm doing THOMPSON, so it's going to look a little funny. Don't worry about any of that. Really just focus on the names of the techniques. Okay? We're going to go nice and slow. Just going to roll through first 2/3. I don't know if we've even seen the second section yet, have we? Okay, so we're going to look at the first 2 sections. We're almost going to get finished with it. Okay, somebody face me. Okay. Ready, stance. THOMPSON, naming techniques. And begin. Outer forearm block, reverse punch. Outer forearm block, reverse punch. Double knife hand block. Spear hand middle. Break. Backfist strike. Backfist strike. Outer forearm block, reverse punch, outer forearm block, reverse punch, wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch, wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch. First 2 sections of THOMPSON. Now, as you guys are watching the video, go ahead and repeat the techniques with us. As we work this, I mean, this is material that we will eventually sometime test on in the near future. So let's really try to get these names down. Okay, we're going to run through this a couple more times. THOMPSON, naming techniques. Okay, and begin. Outer forearm block, reverse punch, outer forearm block, reverse punch, double knife hand block, spear hand middle, break. Backfist strike, backfist strike, outer forearm block, reverse punch, outer forearm block, reverse punch, wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch, wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch. Good. Practice those. You guys can rewind it, do it a few times. Go over just the names. Like I said, that's all you'll test on for your first stripe anyway, are going to be the names of the techniques. Okay. The next drill we're going to look at is that formal back fist. We're going to look at that with a step like you see in THOMPSON. In just a few minutes later, we're going to look at it as a free sparring technique. So it is a pretty versatile technique. So let's go ahead and work that a few times in the air, and then we will work it on a target. So let's go ahead. Our right leg out in front. Remember, we'll be striking with our left hand because we're going to be stepping through. Okay, we want to get a nice, starting a nice front stance. Okay, get a good C step, come through, back fist strike. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left foot in front, striking with our right. Step, good C step, strike. And go. 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 And go. Very good. A couple of quick things to remember before we start striking on a target. You do want to make sure you keep your fist nice and tight, thumb on the outside. You are striking with the back part of your hand. You do want to keep a bend in the elbow. You don't want your arm straight. You want a little bend. So it's actually a closer technique than it looks. Okay? The step gives you a nice little twist of your hips. It adds a lot of power to it. If you do it stationary, you can twist your hips and strike. It's not really necessary with the step. You get the twist as you step forward. So we're going to go ahead and work a few of these on a oval kicking shield that most of you honor students have with your sword equipment. And we're also going to look at it on a piece of paper, which actually works pretty well also. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Mr. This will come. Basically, he's going to hold the shield. He is, for the partners who are holding the shields, this actually is really easy to hold. He basically just has the grip underneath. Now this strike actually usually targets the side of the face. So basically you can just hold it up and you actually are going to be coming into the side of the shield. So you are actually holding it off. Okay. I like to go ahead and get my distance. Okay, good distance. So now I'm going to step back. And I've got my left foot in front, and I'm just going to step through, strike with my right. Nice bend, fingers tight together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's a good number. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, we're going to switch sides. Okay? Other way. Left hand. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and check my distance. Then I'm going to go ahead and step back. That just gives me good distance. I'm aiming right for the middle of the oval shield. So I'm going to chamber, step through, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so okay. You can shift out and get a piece of paper. If you guys do not have an oval kicking shield, I am positive you can find a piece of paper at home. Old homework assignments, you know, whatever you can find. Okay, and we're basically just hold it one hand. Okay, it's actually a much better target than it looks. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to do it with a step. So I'm going to check my distance. Okay, watch your partner's fingers. If you hit your partner in the hand, they won't hold for you anymore. Okay, he's got a good fold in, which actually works really nicely. Gives me a nice target right here in the middle. So that's where we're going to put my back fist. Okay, so I'm going to step back, left side forward, step forward with my right, and strike. Okay. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and switch. Same thing, let's step in, get my distance. Okay, step back. Okay, aim right for the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Excellent. Backfist strike. Very versatile. Actually, you can use it on either one of those targets. They both work really, really well. So you can't get a lot of power on the paper, but we're really just kind of working technique more than power. Now, the last thing that we're going to look at today is going to be the backfist strike as a sparring technique. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick review of some of our basics for our free sparring, and then we're going to look at the backfist as a high attack free sparring. Let's go ahead and just take a look at our basic sparring stance. So we're going to go ahead and go right leg out in front. I'm sorry, right leg out in front. Okay, want that guard up nice and high. Front hand, back hand is kind of across your body. Now, mistake we see a lot of times is this guard just kind of collapsing in. Boxers do this a lot to protect themselves. We really don't need to. We want to get that guard out a little further so it's easier to strike. Now we're going to work this with a shuffle step. So I'm going to go ahead, got my right side out in front, guard. I'm going to do a quick shuffle, double back fist, then I'm going to shuffle back. Now we're going to use as our target that oval kicking shield that we just used on the other drill. A good target to use on a partner with the headgear on are those little ear pad hole parts right there. That's my favorite target for the back fist. Let's go and work this a few times in the air. Then we're going to work it on a target, and then we're going to move around just a little bit. So right side forward, I'm going to shuffle in, this back fist, then I'm going to shuffle back out. Okay. And go. 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 And go. Okay, switch sides. Left side in front. Okay, shuffle. 1, 2. Shuffle back out. Okay, and go. 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 And go. Okay. Shuffle in, strike, shuffle back out. Let's go ahead, look at that with a stationary target, and then We'll move around just a little bit. Mr. Disco. Got the target out, okay? Just almost exactly like we did with the formal strike. This is a free sparring technique and not a full power technique. I'm going to get my distance. I'm going to shuffle in, not really worried about hitting the shield really hard. I just want to do 2 quick strikes and get back out. Okay, so we're going to start right leg out in front. Okay, good guard position, shuffle in, shuffle out. Okay, holders, hold this up, just target about head high. Not head high on Mr. Dizzlecombe, but head high on like us. Okay, good distance. Okay, and go. Good. Shuffle in, shuffle out. Then, good. And shuffle out. Okay, switch sides. Switch hands. There you go. Okay. Get my distance. Get out of range. Okay. Good guard. Shuffle in range. Right strike. Shuffle back out. Okay. And go. 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 And go. Excellent. Okay. Now, I hope that, we're not going to do the paper on this one, we're just going to do a movement drill. Okay, so we're going to do, same drill, we're going to add a little movement. We're going to keep it as nice and controlled. None of us are padded up. So what we're going to do, we're going to move around. It's just going to keep the shield low. We're going to keep it low. When he wants me to strike, he'll raise it. He's going to hold it. And I'm out. We'll do a little circle. And just in and out. Okay, and let's go and switch sides. Okay, so we'll go left side in front, same thing. Shields up. Come in. Very good. Whew. More shots than I've had in a while. Very good. Okay. Could do that with the paper. I think it would be a little more difficult. You can actually do that against an open hand too with a nice light strike. I think you said they'd use a tennis shoe. Mm-hmm. You know, you can improvise a little bit. Like I said, if you're actually wearing your padded sparring gloves, you know, you could definitely do that with the shield, you know, over against the hand, just to kind of give you a little pad, really just kind of work on it. What we're really trying to do, get in, 2 quick strikes, get back out of range. Okay, we don't want to strike and stay nice and close because now a partner can counterattack. We want to get in and get back out. Okay, so for today's video tutorial, we looked at the first 2 sections of THOMPSON, naming the techniques. We looked at a new combination, that wedging block, front snap kick, lunge punch, reverse punch combination. We looked at the back fist as a formal technique with a step that we see in THOMPSON, and then we actually worked it in our sparring drill. Back fist is a very, very versatile technique. Practice, okay? Go through the lesson, practice, work on naming the techniques. Now this is going to be a little different than having a regular class, but work with what we've got. Okay? Go ahead and bow out. Everybody face me. Okay. Student oath begin. I pledge to be a champion of freedom and justice. I pledge to observe the tenets of TAEKWONDO. I pledge to respect my instructors and my fellow students. I pledge never to misuse Taekwondo. I pledge to build a more peaceful world. Yine. Thank you very much for watching. Keep practicing. Yine.